Well, they'll be calling you a radical. This is an important historic video, and I want people to really understand the so-called "I hate sports." Shut the fuck up. We're talking about the fact, the unarguable fact that baseball absolutely mirrors American culture and vice versa. Absolutely mirrors it. That game last night was so because the Rays payroll is the second lowest, third lowest in all of baseball. The Dodgers are the highest. It's 1/3 of theirs. This kid batting 200 got called up. I mean, it's impossible. I mean, the air, it's an impossible. I mean, it's monumental. Now, who wins this? I don't know, but I don't believe what I just saw. I don't believe what I just heard. And we'll talk about, we'll talk about this historic event that happened at the same time that the UN has banned nuclear weapons simultaneously. It's giant. It's monumental. It's like Kirk Gibson putting out the bat and hitting the home run. And by the way, Glenn Hubbard from this town was on second base for the A's. I don't believe what I just heard. The UN has banned nuclear weapons. I mean, it's iconic. I mean, it matters. It's just the fact. Whether you like sports or doesn't like it has nothing to do with it. It's just a fact that baseball mirrors American culture, vice versa, the 13th inning. Ask Ken Burns. So this is important because right there, out there is where the nerve gas is stored. So the world has banned nerve gas. How long ago? By the way, World War I was started here in Ogden. All roads lead to Ogden, to Vienna, when they killed the king. Sarajevo, Black Hand. Oh, it was a Browning gun. So, all roads lead to Vienna, all roads lead to Ogden, Utah. Prince Skokov's house right there. He just passed. So who's he? Whoa, in the plane, 9/11, in the air. National Security Advisor. So, the nerve gas, I used to work out there. The world banned it. Said it's inhumane, whatever, and they're decommissioning it over there. Remember when they killed the sheep out there? And KSL, who was actually a real media there before the CIA and the NSA, these pieces of shit, now they're terrorist propagandists. Got that photograph? That famous photograph of the dead sheep? Oh, now the dead sheep being gas, Operation London Fog, look it up. So the Great Salt Lake, as you can see, all that white line you can see across there, that should be lake. See, the storm just rolled over, you can already see the dry lakeness rolling. It's dry lake effect. It's a catastrophe, the molded grapes of wrath. But this is so iconic that the UN, they need to, because why? I'll tell you why. Because they need to ban this. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Finish the job. Finish the job. All roads lead to Los Alamos. Ask Jeffrey Epstein. So, let's flip the can. Let's see if I can do this. I got anywhere to hold this camera? I don't think so. Oh, yeah. Right. That'll work, right? We're switching to the avocado. Don't make an error. It's center field. Got to go with that left. It reminds me of when Joe Morgan, the great Joe Morgan, remember when he hit that little bloop hit? Probably the most important hit in maybe one of them in baseball history. Kirk Gibson putting the bat out. He said, I just watched the scouting report on Eckersley. He always threw that same pitch. I just stuck the bat out. I don't believe what I just heard. Joe Morgan, when he popped that little one in 75. The average Major League Baseball player in 1975 made less than 3 times the average working class American. Whoop! They make moves. This kid wasn't even on the roster in the playoffs. Called up, batting under the Mendoza line. Batting under the Mendoza line. It's an impossible story. How about the air in center field? Whoa. Whoa, that's unbelievable. So, come on. That hit Joe Morgan 75, Brent Phillips hit, we'll see how it plays out, but the same moment that the UN bans nuclear bombs and nuclear weapons, illegal. And I've argued with ICANN. I spent so much time in the UN, in Vienna. I've argued, me oh my, Nobel Prize. Finish the job until you get rid of the nuclear reactors and the nuclear energy. By the way, the sending off hot generators right there, energy, which is all corrupt. with nuclear reactors and nuclear energy, you still have. And I love it how the UN is the charter member of the, you know, they formed the UN. They invented the UN, Russia and they're like, fuck the world. We're just bullies. So I love the statement. I've said it for years at the UN. I says, oh, the U.S. is going to put economic sanctions on any country that goes along. They got to have 50. They can't get 50. We'll go after any country that does it. I'm like, they laugh at you now in the U.S. because the U.S. is broke. Honduras, they're like, fuck, you're broker than we are. You want to borrow some money from us? Third world America. Don't drink the fucking water. Economic sanctions don't work because they laugh at the U.S. now. They're like, fuck, you're a poor debtor fucking nation. You're fucking poor. You're corrupt. The hallmark of a corrupt third world fucking overdeveloped nation. Corrupt politicians, still corrupt courts. Fucking don't drink the water. They're like, fuck you, put saying go fuck yours. They finally got the 50th vote. It's historic, it's iconic. They're officially illegal in the world. But Russia, the United States, and their puppet master, London Liz, you know, want to be Trump, want to be Obama, Abby, but, you know, Tsar Putin, oh, he's a president. Oh, really? For 30 years? That's not a president, that's a czar. And Trump got his merit badge. Hope you don't get cancer like Abiy, like the head of the IAEA who hijacked the UN. International Atomic Energy hijacked the UN. Remember, I interviewed him. I talked to him. And, you know, Sandra saw him. You go to the Fukushima, you'll die of cancer. Remember last year? They said, oh, no, that isn't what killed him. 72, dead. Just like we said. Abiy's dying right now. It's in juvenile intestinal freaking disorder. Okay. Okay. You know, let's play pretend. Pacific Ocean dies. Stock market makes all-time highs. Hey, debtor nation. So it's historic. They pulled it off. God, what a freaking blue pit. Remind me exactly Joe Morgan's famous hit. And by the way, Joe Morgan. Sorry, Glenn Hubbard, what a great freaking second. I used to play with you. Here. We just drove by Ben Lomond Field. They finally got a new field. They should name it Glenn Hubbard Field. All that and then some. What a great player. Joe Morgan, the great second baseman. Even greater than Jackie Robinson? Yeah. Not as important as Jackie Robinson, but, you know, when you can mention, whoa, how about this kid? You don't ever have to play again. Don't have to play another freaking thing. Out of nowhere. Unbelievable, but because baseball mirrors culture. Why do you think they make so much money? Just like CEOs. I mean, free, just like the tickets. How would you like to have a ticket? Well, you better have $10,000 to go to an NFL game, whatever. Turn it into the luxury good. That was a plan all along, right? So it's a historic event, but I'm pissed at I'm pissed at them all because they'll still say, oh, we love nuclear energy. No. Me oh my, Nobel Prize. Until you get rid of nuclear energy, take one down, pass it around. Kevin Blanch, the Post-Ignorance Project, asymmetric to the Manhattan Project. Since, you know, our Army's taking them on, we went from 104, take one down, pass it around. We're down to 64 in the U.S., soon to be 0. You can loot all the way out these thieves, but, you know, 1.4 billion Utah just got, well, not Utah. Utah gets nothing. You know, I kicked off Medicaid. We're broke. We have a medical crisis here. We have a suicide crisis. We got an environmental crisis, but they'll give 1.4 billion. Fiscal responsible Mike Lee, my dad's a downwinder. He gets caught carrying Italian nuclear waste illegally into there. Mike Lee, my dad's a downwinder. Okay, Burgess Owen, we're going to restart testing in Nevada. You know, a freaking bankrupt freaking crook from Brookline. Oh, he played football. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Maybe that's why he's so fucking gonzoed. His head brains bashed in. So, but London Liz's puppets, or her cousin. By the way, I see Snowjob got permanent freaking residency. I wonder if he'll hack the elections again like he did 4 years ago. What, the best hacker in the world sitting next to Putin? Why don't you point the finger there, Congress? Because they're in on it. Who stole the election in 2016? Barack Obama. And his twin, Donald J. Nuclear freaking Trump. Historic. Incredible. Iconic event yesterday. I don't believe what I just heard. So, officially, like nerve gas, nuclear bombs, nuclear weapons are officially worldwide illegal. Of course, the U.S. and Russia, and they say, fuck you. They're bullies. Everybody's getting sick of the bully. And by the way, your economic sanctions don't work. Honduras just made a statement. Third world America, you need to borrow some money from us? Don't drink the fucking water. A monumental event. Stay tuned.